Hello YouTube, this is my first ever video. I thought I'd do a little comic haul. I've actually been pretty absent from the hobby recently, but I've gotten back into it around February. So these are all going to be books that I've purchased since the beginning of February this year. I kind of got out of the hobby for a while because of Pokemon cards. I think middle of last year. I mean, there was a point where I didn't even buy a single book that wasn't brand new from like off the rack, like pull box, for like 7 or 8 months. Like, so it was a very long time. But I'm glad to be back. I picked up some great books. First, we got this copy of Hawkman number 20. Adjust that a little bit for you guys. This is a really cool book. I've always wanted it. I'm trying to put the whole run together. I have about, I'd say, a little over half the issues. It's a very short run. It's only like 27 books. But I'm trying to put it together in a really high grade. And I got a really good deal on this book. It's a 9.2 copy with off-white to white pages. I actually purchased this off of my comic book shop. They have some really good deals. And I had a little bit of credit. So I actually got like free shipping on this book technically. That was my first book that I purchased to get me back into the hobby. And a week after that, I went to a comic convention. And I picked up this, which is one of my goals. I want to start a Teen Titans run. Nick Cardy didn't do this cover, but I loved Nick Cardy art for the whole series. He's my favorite Silver Age artist outside of like Gil Kane. His art on Aquaman and the Teen Titans books is just amazing. But yeah, I picked this book up. First appearance of the Teen Titans. This is a book I've always wanted. I've never gone around to buying it. And I got it at a really good deal. I thought it was a fair price. This was one of the only few books I actually bought at the show, unfortunately, because it kind of got ruined because it was mostly cards and other stuff. There were very few comic vendors. But I was happy I was able to find this book. It's actually really nice for a 6.0. Off-white to white pages. It just has some foxing on the back cover. But outside the foxing, this is like an 8.0, 8.5 like book. Like there's very few ticks and creases. Glad to have that, of course. And like I said, I'm putting together a Teen Titans run. I picked that up at the show. Not a key issue. I think I paid like $5 for it. The guy negotiated with me. I also picked up this issue, issue 9. Really good cover. And believe it or not, I only picked up one more book at that show. And it was a big book. It's a book I've always wanted ever since I started collecting years ago. I've just never gotten around to buying it because it's so expensive. I didn't have the money for it. The money I did have when I didn't have a job and I was younger. Went to like my Green Lantern and Aquaman run. This is Superboy number 68, first appearance of Bizarro. I love Bizarro. He's one of my favorite DC villains. I loved him in the Superman animated series. I thought his adaptation in that show was very well done, and the Justice League animated series show. This is a great book. Bizarro is on the cover prominently. This is a book I've always wanted, and funny story, I actually almost bought this book right before I stopped collecting in the middle of last year. And the price that I paid for this book at the show was actually less than the price I almost paid for a 4.0. So I actually, usually when I'm patient with books, it kind of bites me in the ass, but it actually worked out very well with this book. I got a nice 4.5 copy. It actually presents really well. There's just a bit of like a water stain up there in the corner. I'm sure you can see it because of the glare. But besides that, the book has like a 6.0 base for the rest of it. I'm really happy with it. I'm not going to upgrade. This is kind of great I wanted. And I got a really good price on this. I paid, like I said, I paid less than I did, almost paid for the 4.0 that I almost bought. And less than sales for lower grades of that book. Okay. These are some eBay purchases. We have Hawkman number 6. I have this issue already, but like I said, I'm trying to put this run together in really, really high grade. This is about a 9.0, maybe 9.2 if I press and clean it. I already have a CGC 9.0 graded. It's a pedigree book too, so I'm probably not going to send this one out, but I'm happy to have it run. I paid a ridiculous price for it. I got this for a crazy deal. It was in an auction, and I actually bought this book in the same auction. This one's a little nicer. This is the first appearance of the Crocodile Man, but nobody cares about that. I just love the cover. It's a great Murphy Anderson artwork. Yeah, it's really, really nice copy. This one's probably about a 9.2 to 9.4. Just got a little bit of a blended corner, and there's some writing on the cover. But besides that, it's a beautiful book. And again, the price I paid, I was shocked at the final bid. I got these books for like half of the max bid I placed before the auction ended. This is another really high grade Hawkman book, Hawkman number 15. Not the coolest cover, but still all right. At least compared to the other run, it's obviously a gorgeous cover. But compared to the other issues, this one's kind of meh. But I got this book too, and again, at a crazy, crazy price. I was shocked. Really high grade. Nice to have that book. I actually didn't have that issue. This is another one. Super, super high grade copy. This one's probably like an 8.5, 9.0. It's got some spine stress lines, but besides that, it's just gorgeous, gorgeous book. Great Murphy Anderson artwork. Here's the last issue of the run. I was actually missing this issue, so I'm glad to have it. This one's probably about like a very fine, maybe a very fine plus. But again, the price I paid, I was just super, super happy. Really happy to have that. Okay, I'll probably show this one next. I purchased this book, Aquaman number 27. I have this book already. I have the whole run complete. I did that about a couple years back. But this is a really, really high grade copy. Not really high grade. The seller advertised it as a 9.0. I disagree with that. I think this book is closer to an 8.0, maybe even a 7.5. 8.5 max on a really good day. Like if you get a grader to, I don't know, had a really good night, if you know what I mean. But I'd put this book around a 7.580. But still, for a black cover, this is a beautiful, beautiful grade. And I'm happy with the price I paid still. I got it for a really good deal. Like I said, I'm also trying to put that Teen Titans run together. This is my favorite cover of the run. Just gorgeous Nick Cardy art. This is a really high grade copy. It's about 7.0, not 7.0, it's probably 7.5, maybe 8.0. I want a nicer one though, but I love this cover. Glad to have that issue. I'll show these off together. In addition to loving Bizarro, I fucking love the Terrible Trio. I watched them in the original Batman Brave and the Bold show, and I just love that episode so much. This is a book I've always wanted. I just never got around to buying it. I don't know why. I purchased these off of my comic shop. They're both really low grade, like 1.0, 0.5 even. I believe one of them's like the spine split. So, but I'm happy with the price I paid. I definitely want to get better copies though. Okay, this is another eBay purchase. Oh, no, actually, this is an in-person purchase. I actually purchased it at one of my local comic book stores. I think this was actually back in February. This is one of the first books I bought after being back. I love this book. It's Green Lantern number 3. It's one of my favorite books of all time. It's probably my favorite cover of the entire run. Beautiful, beautiful Gil Kane artwork. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous book. This one isn't gorgeous. It's a very beat up copy, but I paid like $20 for it. You could give me 100 of these. I'd buy them all for $20. I want to buy as many as I can. I love that book. Another one. This one's again very low grade. I won this in auction. It doesn't look that bad, but there's actually a really big piece missing on the back, so that's why, if you're wondering. But again, I'll pick these up if I get them at a good deal. Same with this book. This is the first appearance of Star Sapphire. In my opinion, probably one of the most underrated and undervalued DC Silver Age keys out there. If you're looking to get into comics, if you want to get Silver Age keys, you want to collect DC, this is a great book to invest in. It's very undervalued. It's the first appearance of Star Sapphire. She's on the cover. She's prominently on the cover. It's a great cover by Gil Kane. And it's just a great issue, and I love this book. It's one of my favorite books in my collection, even though it's not the most valuable. I have multiple copies of it. I have one at CGC right now that's like a 6.0. Hopefully I get that. Hopefully I get them back soon. Here's another one. I actually bought this out of a Facebook Marketplace. There's an acclaim sale. I paid $30 for it. It's like a 1.0. The spine's completely split, but maybe even a 0.5. But like I said, I'm not gonna. When I see these types of books, I buy them, especially for $30. I don't care about the grade. This was another Facebook purchase. This is 30 Days a Night. 2 and 3. I do have the number 1. I got this in a really good deal. These ones are about like very fines, but this one's actually a near mint copy, and I would even say it has a chance, believe it or not, at a 9.6. Might even be a 9.8. I personally wouldn't give it a 9.8. I'd give it a 9.6, assuming I press it, which I press all my books. But I don't know. I have a 9.4 in my collection, but I might submit this one. We'll see. I got this for a really good deal off Facebook. Great books, by the way. I love that series. These are Smart Teen Titans I bought. I love this cover. Really cool, like skiing. Here's another copy of 32. Again, one of my favorite books, you know. Just a beautiful, beautiful cover. It's another really cool one. Great Nick Cardy art. So I'm trying to put that run together for sure, though. I've never really bought the Silver Age Teen Titans. They're kind of new to me in terms of books. Creeper number 1. This is a high grade copy. Really nice 7580 maybe. Never owned this book before. Got it for a good deal. Happy with it. I'm really looking for his first appearance, but they're so overpriced. I was at the one con earlier that I showed the books for. One guy had like the first Silver Age Creeper showcase. It was like a 3, and I'm like, he had it for like $200. I'm like, damn, that must be a super high grade copy. No, it was like a 3.0. It was super low grade. This is Creeper number 6 or 5. I'm sorry. Another really high grade copy, 7580, black cover too. Maybe even a little nicer. This is a personal grail of mine. I've owned this book before. I sold it. I regretted selling it. It was a 0.5 incomplete. I only paid $100 for it though, but I sold it for like $200. And the goal was to use that money to upgrade to a nicer one. And I never did. And I regretted it. I regretted not owning it anymore. And now I own it again. I paid a little steep price for this book. It's about a 3.0. I'm not going to grade it. I'm going to keep it raw. I'm going to get a better one later. But I'm just happy to own it again. I love this book. It's the first appearance of Scooby-Doo in comics. Great cover. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous book, no matter the grade. And this is another one of the books that I just want to start buying multiples of. No, like regardless of the grade. It's about a 3.0. Oh yeah. This was a purchase of Instagram from Zap Comics. This is the first Silver Age appearance, or the first Catman in general. I think it's the first Silver Age Catman. But I've always loved this book. Funny story. This is one of the first Key comics I've ever purchased back when I was 13 years old. This is one of the first auctions I won on eBay. And I got like a 4.0. I had a 4.0 in this book. It's the only book in my collection. I have no idea what happened to it. I lost it. I don't know if I like left it somewhere when I was a kid. Or like maybe I sold it. I have no idea. I lost it. Like it's not in my collection anymore. So I was happy to finally get another copy, and I paid a really good price for this book. I'm really happy with it. It's about a 4.0, and I'm probably not going to upgrade. I'm happy with it in its current condition. But I'm happy that it's back, because like I said, It's the only book in my collection that I lost. I have no clue what happened to it. Okay. I've been buying, well, I've bought from Heritage in the past, but it's never been like a lot. I think I've made 2 purchases before I bought this book. This is Aquaman number 18. This is the wedding issue. This is a Murphy Anderson file copy in addition to being a CGC 9.4. Murphy Anderson's the artist who did all the Hawkmans. He did some of the Justice Leagues, I'm pretty sure, too. This is a personal grail of mine. I know it's not like a holy grail key, but to own this book in a file copy, too, the price I paid, I was very happy with. And I've been trying to get this book in higher grade. Like, I ordered some 9.6s on Comic Link that I've been watching over the last few years, but I just never pulled the trigger on it. But I'm happy with this 9.4. Off-white pages, Murphy Anderson file copy. Gorgeous, gorgeous book. Really, really happy with that. And another purchase from mine off Heritage Auctions. Told you about Green Lantern number 3. Yeah, I got an 8.0. I was watching an 8.5 on eBay. Solar put in the bio they wouldn't negotiate, so I was like, I jumped on this. I'm really happy with it. It's off-white pages. I'm probably going to send it out to get a reholder. But yeah, I've always wanted this book in super, super high grade. And I know like N80 is not like a 9.6, but like for a Silver Age, this book came out in 1960, folks. 8.0 is very high grade for this book. It's a really nice cover. One of my favorite books in my collection for sure. I'm never going to sell this unless I like upgrade to like a 9.2. Maybe down the line. Who knows? But I'm really, really happy with that. I've been buying a lot on Heritage Auctions recently because they've been doing a Scooby-Doo auction. I'll show this one first, actually. This is Scooby-Doo Gold Key number 8. This is a very, very rare issue. There's very, very few on the market, especially in this grade. I think I overpaid for this book, to be honest with you, but I'm really happy I did because I just love the cover. It's one of my favorite episodes, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful book. And I probably overpaid for it, but what are you going to do? There's probably not going to be another one in this grade coming up for an auction for a very long time, and I'm happy that I did. This is my favorite book of the run, besides number 1, because this is my favorite episode of the original series. It's the episode when they're all in the castle and the gypsies dressing up as like the 3 different monsters. I have it in a CGC 9.0. Really, really happy to have this book. There was a 9.2 that I was bidding on. I didn't win it. I'm happy I didn't because the price that I paid for this 9.0 is just... I was shocked at the final bid. I said I overpaid for the issue 8. I underpaid for this book, in my opinion, by hundreds of dollars. Maybe not hundreds, maybe like 150. But I was shocked by the final bid. Really. Like, I was like, damn. But happy to own that. Okay, what do I show next? Okay, I have 4 books left. I think I'm going to show this one. First appearance of Sinestro. This was the last book I needed to complete my Green Lantern run. I had it complete a couple months ago, but I made it incomplete because I sold my Green Lantern 7. You might ask, why you do that? It was a CGC 1.0. I sold that book, and believe it or not, I actually only paid $25 more for this book, which is like a raw 3.0, than I sold my 1.0 for. So I made a huge profit. I paid $25 to upgrade like 4 half grade bumps. Like, it's insane. But yeah, the Green Lantern run is complete, along with the Aquaman run. I have every issue, 1 through 224. I have all the keys. Just finally happy to get this thing done. I'm going to upgrade this book in the future, But I'm happy with it for now. Okay. This is a very recent purchase. Teen Titans number 19, 9.2. This is one of my favorite covers of the run. I'm really happy to own this book in this grade. I think I overpaid a little bit, but I'm happy with it. It's in the newer case, so the grading's a lot tighter, or at least consistent. Yeah, I'm just really happy to have this book. Really cool clown cover. Not much to say, but really gorgeous book. And again, these are all books I've purchased in the last 2 months and a half. 2.5 months, sorry. Second to last book, Aquaman number 29. I already have this book. I have the whole Aquaman run. Issues 1 through 60, whatever it is. There's only like 60 issues. But I have this book. It's kind of weird because it's incomplete. It's got like a coupon cutout. And I actually didn't know it when I bought it. Like if there wasn't no coupon cutout, my copy was like a 7.65. But there is a coupon cutout, so it's like qualified or even like poor. But I'm happy with this one. Cream the off-white pages. I wish I would have got a better page quality, but I paid a fair price for it. Yeah, just finally happy to have a complete copy. That's upper mid high grade. I wouldn't say this is high grade, especially with the page quality. And my last book, it's technically part of the Green Lantern run, but it's not. But it is Showcase 22. Get you up closer. This is my holy grail outside of like More Fun Comics 73. It's fucked up. It's about like a 0.5, maybe a 1.0 on a really nice day. But I'm happy with it. I'm going to upgrade in the future. But for now, I'm very pleased with this book. It's complete. The cover's there, both sides of it. I know it is very low grade. But I was happy with the price I paid because I was able to work out a payment plan. And on books over in that $1,000 range, which is about what I paid. Maybe a little less than that. But I'm happy with it. I am. I'm going to upgrade. But for now, this is my copy of Showcase 22. First appearance of Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. And this is the first time I ever owned this book. I had number 1s. I sold them. I regret it. I still have a number 1. I have, like I said, I had number 7s. Sold that book. Owned it before. But I never owned this book. Never. And I'm just happy to finally have my hands on one. So, yeah. That's my little haul video. Again, these are... Sorry about the glare, by the way. These are all books I've picked up since the beginning of February. I spent a lot of money. I probably need to slow down a little bit. But I sold off a couple of my cards that I didn't want, that I bought in the last few months. And Pokemon's just, like, booming. Like, the profit you can make off that's insane. Like, I've gotten cards that I bought at shows, and they're triple or quadruple the values of what I paid for them. And I didn't get rid of my whole collection, just a decent portion of it. Put it into some books. I'm glad I did. I'm happy. I'm a comic book collector at heart, and I'm glad to be back. I hope you enjoyed the first video. This is, like I said, a little haul video. Test the waters, see if you guys like what I have to say. If not, well, I guess that kind of sucks. Probably won't make any more videos. But if you're interested, drop a comment. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a little video showing off my Green Lantern run complete. If that interests you. Maybe like 1 through 100. Because every issue after like 90 is pretty much nothing. Besides like 2 books. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do an Aquaman run video. We'll see what happens. Definitely do another haul video if you guys like this. I don't know. But yeah. Peace. Appreciate it.